Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do, especially under these very, very difficult circumstances of being West Ham supporters as we go into the Premier League 2021 season. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the affiliate link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of this website where you can purchase some really, really nice retro gear. For example, this Paolo Di Canio 1992,000 home shirt. There's the away shirt in there as well. There's the Boys of 86 in there. There's the Trevor Brooking 1980 FA Cup final replica shirt in there. A lot of very, very nice replica gears as well. Not just for West Ham stuff, but there's England replicas in there. There's also West Ham colour inspired track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Umbro and Admiral, so go check those out as well. And any purchases you guys make through the link in the description below, the affiliate commission will be very, very appreciated and will be going to improve this channel, even though there's not much more I can improve on this budget, but every penny helps. So dig deep, guys. Please, please, please. I'm joking. But no, honestly, if you do want to get some retro shirts, then 3retro.com is the best place for it. Seriously, it really is. Now, this is the preview of the first ever game of the Premier League 2021 season where West Ham are at home to Newcastle United live at 8 o'clock at the London Stadium on Sky Sports. So we can't be there, so we've got the next best thing is live on Sky Sports. And of course, come and join us for the watch along as well, because we'll be talking about the game as it happens, and I'm really looking forward to chatting with you guys. It's going to be very, very entertaining conversations. The live watch alongs are brilliant, so come join us. Now, this game is being refereed by Stuart Atwell. Now, he's not exactly hated by the West Ham faithful, or any football fan group for that matter, but he's not exactly loved either. So it could be very, very interesting. The assistants are Konstantin Hatzidakis, I think you pronounce that, and Alan Davis. The fourth official is Darren England. In charge of VAR is Peter Banks, and on the assistant VAR is Simon Long. Now, as you guys know, for those who've been watching this channel for the last few seasons now, the first game where we play the team first for the in the league, I will give you the reminders of the last 6 league games that we've had with them, which is basically over the last 6 games with Newcastle, we've won 2, drawn 1, which was the last game that we played towards the end of the last season up at the lockdown up at St James's Park, and we've lost 3. So it's an even kilter. It's swaying more that the stats, as you guys love to know, the stats in relation to that are swaying that we'll be more likely to get a point than winning. Because we've only drawn 1, we've lost 3, and we've won 2. So, it's not looking a good start. But especially bearing in mind the signings that Mike Ashley has made for Newcastle. Now, as crap as Ashley is, their wage bill is as half the size of West Ham's, and they are still adding quality into their squad so far. With the signings so far as the time of this recording of Mark Gillespie from Motherwell, Niall Brockwell from Liverpool, Jeff Hendrick from Burnley on a free, of course, and over the last few days, Callum Wilson from Bournemouth. Now, we know how Callum Wilson plays. We know that he loves scoring against us. There's a very, very good chance of 2, if not all 3 of these players are going to be in the squad for this game on Saturday. So it's squeaky bum times at the best of times already. Now, turning to PremierInjuries.com, the Geordies have no return date for long-term injuries to Dummett, Clark, Ritchie, Gale, Dubravka and Matty Longstaff, but they do have a return date of possibly the end of the month for Shah. I think you pronounce it, or Schlar. I can never remember how you pronounce it properly. So it puts us in a good position, which I'll come on to in a moment. But it will make it even better position for us if we were able to bring in new signings, which of course is yet to happen as the time of this recording. Now, Steve Bruce likes to adapt the 5-4-1 formation depending on their opponent. He does. I had a look into this. They do shift around quite a few variances of the 5-4-1 formation. Sometimes they have a attacking midfielder sitting off their striker, or maybe a 2 strikers sitting off each other. the midfield is always very overrun, shall we say. It'll make it very hard for our midfield to break them down, pretty quite frankly, without putting it into any better options. So we've at the time of this recording, we've only really got one striker available to us, and that's Sebastian Haller. I know, of course, that and Mikel Antonio's been used as a makeshift centre forward, or even a attacking centre forward, shall we say. But he's a winger, as we all know, guys. But thank you to everybody that's been subscribing over the last 4 weeks. There's not been a huge amount of movement, which is understandable because there's not really much going on over the last 4 weeks. We could have got very close to that 2,000 subscriber mark that I asked you guys to do by the end of August. We didn't hit it, unfortunately, but we could have done, because over the last 4 weeks, two-thirds of you viewers are unsubscribed. So if you like what I'm doing and you're enjoying the content, both the weekly live chats and the previews will be coming back on the watch longs as well, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can get to know when new content is going up, if it's pre-recorded as this is, or the fact that it's going to be the live content. So please do consider subscribing, because if you had done, then we would have absolutely smashed that 2,000 target by now. Now, turning to West Ham, fortunately we're okay with injuries as of the time of this recording, as only really our new signing, according to the club, which he isn't in any shape or form. We've had him since January. Souček is isolating currently due to the coronavirus, because he came in contact with somebody who had the symptoms of it a week or so ago. So he may be back for the Arsenal away game, or he may be back for the League Cup game on Tuesday against Charlton. But we'll have to wait and see for that. The only one that's really injured at the minute itself is Lanzini. He's out with a thigh injury. There's no return date as yet, but it does show that he's 50% so far. So a little bit more of recovering. So you could argue that we're only missing one key player, and of course that is Souček. Everybody knows how much I've loved Lanzini, but I don't class him as a key player anymore. I really don't, and I can't. Now, there's rumours flying around as of the time of this recording that Moyes is going to be walking away from the West Ham job by the end of this week. We obviously covered it more last night, if you're watching this on YouTube, with the live weekly chat that I did last night, and thank you to everybody that participated in that. At the end of the day, guys, it's no bad reflection of Moyes if he did do a Martin O'Neill and walk away within a few days of the season to start, because at the end of the day, he's not being backed. He's had one of the players that he wanted to build the squad around ripped under his feet last week, and we all went into meltdown, and to be fair, a lot of us still are. A lot of us are still angry about that. But and as we know, because it's public knowledge now. Really is public knowledge of how piss poor the West Ham state is at the minute, and nobody would think any less of him if Moyes actually did walk. On the contrary, actually, I reckon people will actually respect him more for walking away, for having some balls. But as you know as well as I do, that he doesn't have the balls to do it. This is a real shame. So, but just to recap, because obviously the transfer window doesn't close for another 3.5 weeks yet. So we have sold / released Ngakia, Haksabanovic, Sanchez, Zabaleta, Roberto, even though we're still paying some of his bloody wages for the next 8-9 months, and Grady, as we just mentioned, and also Dan Kemp was loaned out to Blackpool, and a few other juniors are looking to be loaned out as well by the end of the transfer window, which is ridiculous because that makes our squad even thinner than it currently is at the minute. And it's anyway. I want to talk about the game only. I'm not going to go into all that. That's what the weeklies are designed for. So as always, guys, let's round this video off. Well, the penultimate part of this video, I should say, by talking about the team sheet. Fabianski in goal, with a back four of Fredericks at right back, Ogbonna and Diop as the centre back pairing, with Creswell as the left back. Rice and Noble as the holding midfielders, Antonio out on the right, Bowen out on the left, Fornals as the attacking midfielder sitting behind our lone striker, Haller, up front. Now, for the team sheet itself, I was in two minds about having Fredericks start over Johnson, but I've just got a funny feeling that Fredericks is going to start. As always, guys, let me know in the comments section below what you want to do, what you would like to see, I should say, with the starting 11 on Saturday, because obviously, you know, it will be going out at 7 o'clock on social media. So keep an eye out for this channel. Or you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere basically. All the links in the description to the description below. We're quite actually close to getting to 1,000 subscribers on Twitter, so it'd be fantastic to get you guys on board as well if you haven't, or if you aren't already following the channel. Thoughts on the game itself? It's going to be hard. It's going to be a very, very, very hard game. For those that are going to be watching the watch along with me, I apologise in advance for the language that may be coming out. I honestly think we're going to get absolutely turned over. I really, really do. You know, Newcastle have made some fantastic signings so far in the transfer window. Brought in some very, very talented players. Still got very talented players on their books. Unless anything changes within the next few days, when we bring in some signings or promote some youth players up to the senior squad in time, I want us to get a point. I'm not doing a prediction in any shape or form, but I'm not confident. I'm really not confident on this, guys. But as always, guys, as I said, let me know what your thoughts are. Put it down in the comment section below. But in the meantime, thank you very, very much for your time, and I will see you on Saturday evening. Excuse me, I'll see you on Saturday evening for the live watch along. You look after yourselves. Take care. Remember, we still need to social distance, so make sure you're wearing your masks as much as possible. I will see you soon, and you take care of yourselves. All the best.